If next year, 2022, you're diagnosed with cancer, an illness, or something which enables you to work, do you have something in place to keep making money? Do you have something in place where even if you can't work, is going to pay your bills and look after your family, your children, and maybe your parents? Because the truth is that can happen. You can be put in a situation where you're unable to work again, and many people don't even have enough savings to last them more than 3 months, yet you go into 2022 wanting to lose weight, wanting to eat better, wanting to do so much more, but having something for yourself, a business, a side hustle, is never really part of your big plan. But it's about time you change that, because I don't want you guys to work for someone, make someone money, go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, come home at 6 o'clock in the evening, not actually be enjoying your life, but continue living down a route which you're not actually happy with. I know many of you guys will say, yes, that's fine, I want to start a business for myself, a side hustle, but how do I do it? How do I start a company for myself? Truth is, you do need some information. It's important to have some knowledge, but action is the best solution to any issue you have in terms of starting a business. Now, for example, if someone was to teach you how to swim, they wouldn't just give you a book and tell you to read and say, go learn to swim. Rather, you would learn to swim by swimming, jumping in the swimming pool, doing the actions and learning how to swim. And that is somewhat similar to business. Whether you want to start a small business, a large business, whatever it is you want to start, it might just be a side hustle. But for you to do that, for you to really do that, you need to commit to the action. Most people who want to start in the year 2022 will not start their own business, not because they don't want to, but because they just don't commit to the first action. It's about making those little steps. Little steps like registering your company online. The little steps like making a website for yourself. The little steps like creating an email address, which is a business email address. These small steps will be steps towards the actual launch of your business. Whether you want to start that later, today, the small steps you could do right now. And that's what I would advise you guys. You need to get into it. Now, the one thing you do need to do is stop listening to people around you. If people around you are not starting businesses, not starting side hustles, are not that concerned about achieving wealth, but you are, then you need to stop listening to them. You need to take yourself out of that position and push towards the hustles and the businesses that you do want to start. What was the big jump for me? What was the one thing that made me change from when I was working, even though I was making good money? It took my father to go to hospital for a checkup. It took me to think about how close I wanted to be to my religion. It made me understand. I got promoted and then made the decision that I needed to leave my job. Why was that? Because before I was making about 50, 60,000 pounds. And then when I made 70,000 pounds, I was looking forward to this payslip. This payslip I was so happy with that I'm gonna make so much money. And when the payslip came in, I made £300 or £400 extra a month. And I looked at the payslip and thought, I was looking forward to this big pay rise, but nothing. I got £300-400 extra a month, and I'm not undermining £300-400, but in hindsight, I thought that extra £10,000 is going to put me in a different class. Did it? No, not really. Instead, all it did is make me be able to get a phone on a contract, which instead of £50, I'm paying now £60. Maybe I'm paying a little bit more on my bills, and maybe I might just buy myself a nicer shirt next month. £300-400 doesn't go a long way. I mean, think of it this way. The petrol prices have gone up 50% in the last 6 months, and so I would have spent £100-200 probably extra just on petrol. And that is when I decided that I needed to leave my job to start my own business. Irrespective of how much money I had in my bank account, I had £1,000 in my bank account. I needed to do something for myself. Not just because I wanted more money, because I realized one very key thing. If I wanted to get closer to my religion, if I wanted to be able to practice my religion, I was being put in situations and circumstances I wasn't happy with as a Muslim. I want to take myself out of that. And let me tell you one thing, my brothers and sisters. If you today decide that you want to start a business and you want to leave your job because you're getting put in difficult situations and you want to leave that job to be closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you want to be closer to your religion, then no doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for you. No doubt. How many trials and tribulations did I have when I was running my business? How many difficulties did I run through? Not many. Because the truth is, my intention was always to get closer to my religion by setting up my own business and my own company. And so today, my advice to you is this. If you want to set up a company in 2022, You need to get some of the information there. It's important. You need to have some money, enough so it can last you for the next 3 or 6 months. But the main thing is, I'm not telling you guys to just leave your jobs now. Continue your jobs. Work in the evenings, work on the weekends. There will come a time when you have children, you have a family, you have a household, and when that time comes, you will be punching yourself in the face, telling yourself you should have started something else. You should have started the side hustle, which 3-4 years later will now go on to be a company where you're making 3,000-4,000-5,000 pounds. Trust me when I say this, your responsibilities as a father, when you have children, only then will you realize I needed to have my side hustles. I needed to have my businesses because I want to be able to spend time with my child as well as give him or give her anything she or he wants. And so my brothers and sisters, it's not just about you, it's also about the people around you. It's not just about you, but about being closer to your religion as a Muslim. And so my brothers and sisters, start in 2022 with small steps, but start, commit to the action and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No doubt Allah will make it easy for you. That is all from me today. Like this video. I appreciate you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This one was close to my heart, I have to be honest. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.